Hey guys, how's it going? So I didn't actually have an intro film for this video yet until now. It's kind of scrambled. I didn't have any good plan for what I was filming. I was kind of just doing things as I went. But you'll see in the video that I ended up changing the fuel filter in the housing, running some injector cleaner through it, fresh fuel, kind of made a little bit of difference. And then I had my brother-in-law, he came over, and he had a scanner, and we were able to check the injector balance rates. But that'll all be in this video, so stay tuned. All right, so I got the intake mounted properly. My PCV is disconnected over there, but I'm just trying to see if this thing's gonna temporarily run better. I still think it has, so when I got it, they said it had a fuel issue, and they did all new fuel lines. It still, I think, has a fuel issue. One thing might be that bleeder screw is stripped. I just tried it, and it's stripped out, so it's probably leaking air. So today, though, I'm going to focus on rebuilding this pump housing. I'm sure there's plenty of videos on this, but this thing has fuel all over it. So I know this truck has a little bit of fuel issues going on, which probably caused by stuck vanes. But anyway, so I'm just going to work on rebuilding this primer bulb housing and putting on the machined aluminum bleeder screw. This one's stripped out anyway, so yeah, stay tuned. So I'm not really sure I fully trust the quality of this EGR delete. Obviously just block off plates and stuff, but that'll get fixed up soon. So obviously get that intake elbow here out of the way. Then you have pretty easy access. It's just 2 bolts on the back of the housing. And then your feeders, which are just like a pressure clip. So I'm just gonna pull those off, disconnect this fuel heater, and pull the whole unit out and rebuild out on the tailgate of the LBZ. So one thing I ran into pulling this off is this hose is very cracked, and it actually ripped when I was taking it off. So that could very well be, goes right there, could very well be one of my fuel issues. I'm also trying to decide if my return lines are leaking or if that's just all from this fuel filter housing leaking. This side's not doing it, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna rebuild this. I'm gonna get actually a clear hose so I can see if it's sucking air or not, and go from there. Stupid me, I should have taken this filter off before I pulled the housing off, but whatever. Anyway, you can clearly see that fuel has been leaking by these seals here, so hopefully this does us some good. I think between this line and this housing, we were definitely sucking air. And it looks like we might have even had some water issues going on here. I need a new filter, but I might just steal the conversion off of this real quick and order a new one for this, or just be patient and order one for this. Well, I'm kind of missing it here, so I'm making a mess. I punctured this filter trying to get it off, and there was 100% water in that filter. You can just see by the way it was hitting there. So, catch a can under that real quick. Guys, so pretty stoked to get this all put together and try it out. I might siphon out I think I already said it, I might siphon out the fuel in this tank and put some fresh fuel in it. I'm assuming if there's water in the fuel, there's water in the tank. But, yeah, so I'm just gonna put this conversion on. I only got one hand, so I'll kind of start on it and show you guys step by step, as I put it together. The kit even comes with these gloves that are actually not terrible. Anyway, so I threaded this piece on, and I looked at the instructions, and there's a thin and a thick O-ring. The instructions are actually really good with this kit. the thick O-ring seals on the inside, and then this thick O-ring, thin O-ring goes on the outside for this filter. I'll put this kit in the description, but came off of Amazon, and I'm pretty happy with these guys. I think it's Flash Shark. I don't know how they pronounce it, but it's like Flash Shark or Flash Shark. I don't need this kit. I already rebuilt my housing. But yeah, so far I'm actually really happy. I like it better than the kit that I bought for my LBZ. It fits really well. Everything seems to be, the coating is good. The threads are nice and tight and everything, so. So like an idiot, I was working in here and I knocked the spacer down. I cannot figure out for the life of me where it went. Probably in this pile of leaves under the truck. So I'm just gonna put it together, prime it up, and just get it back, and then move the truck out and look for that spacer and tighten this thing up after. All right, so I still can't find that spacer. I'm just gonna start it up. I primed it, that's why it's fuel everywhere. I'm just gonna try it out before I button everything up. Of course, I put the intake back on for the mass airflow, but yeah, so kind of moment of truth for this thing. I got a stack of dually wheels in the way. Okay, I'm getting that. All right, cool, let's see what happens. I'll let the glow plug cycle a couple times maybe. Been sitting for a while. And see if it starts. It might sputter because I did take the fuel lines off, so. Yeah, so it runs really good. Trying to get all this smoke out of here. But what I'm gonna do probably is let it run for a little bit. I'm gonna check the cheap filter that the housing or the adapter came with. See if there's water in it. If there is water in it, then I'm gonna suck all the water out of this tank. Easy enough to do. All the water, all the fuel, and put new fuel in it. I mean, I can't breathe in here. But so I'll do that, so that I'm gonna put new fuel in it and see if that fixes it, if this doesn't actually clear up. I don't know, it runs kind of weird. All right, so I'm filming this kind of late because I didn't have any good footage during the process of working on this. But it is running a little bit better. I'm gonna post a picture of my injector balance rates. And so right now I'm thinking I either have a bad pigtail on injector 2 or it's actually a bad injector. Right now I'm running good, better fuel through it, injector cleaner and treatment. And I took it for a ride, and it ran and had way more power than it used to. Ran way better. I'm not getting my hopes up on anything, but so I think my next project on this truck is to tear into the engine bay there and make sure the injector pigtails are good on number 2. But yeah, I'll throw the picture of the injector balance rates right here. Let's see if it does it again. All right, guys, so that wraps up this part of the LLY build project. I think, yeah, like I said earlier on the video, my next step is to kind of dig into those injector pigtails and looking for a bed for this thing. Lots of content to come on this truck, so like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.